Alright, Ripa, include the
Yep,
audio.
man, include your audio.
It's time.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
time to
Oh, it's
put the
time.
RSL to rest.
Talk
Once and
shit.
for all, boys. Alright.
My
Man,
favorite
wait till
part of
you
the
see
day.
what I said.
Oh yeah,
Oh boy.
what Badkid said about it was amazing. Alright, is your audio
Jared,
included,
knowing
Hitman?
you, it's gonna be trash. Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Alright.
Let
So,
me double
alright,
check.
ladies and
Yeah, it
gentlemen,
is.
we have a former honor guard from the RSL.
Mm.
Uh, I'll let him say his gamer tag because I'm not really good with Sankili names other than the first part of it, which is Ripa.
Yeah. I was Ripa Zaizutoi. I was one of the sons of Vecta Zaizutoi, the leader of RSL.
Alright.
Well, that was way back when.
So, before we
Alright.
start this off, previous video, we had the Spec Ops commander, and now we have one of the honor guard.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, he's still in
Dun
the
dun
party.
dun.
But, so, Ripa, being honor
Yo.
guard means that you were really close to Vecta, and you probably knew darker secrets about him than most people, even, Mr. Spec Ops commander here.
More or less, to be honest, because honor guards, in RSL we were a fucking wall decoration,
A
full
wall
out wall
decoration. Oh.
decoration. We out of all the security branches on Halo clan community, RSL's was the worst. Now, don't get me wrong. When we were in private doing our own training, it was private. Like, it was really good. We did what security branches were supposed to do. However, out in the public, in clan matches, clan games, we were pushed out. We didn't have any kind of authority over anyone or anything. If, let's say, a Zealot and a Spec Ops would have been fighting, we were not allowed to interfere. We were just supposed to look at it on the side and bitch about it to someone else.
I can attest there were many times members of my own Spec Ops division would get into fight of other brands, whatever you want. Of the but they break out and step. Well, that and once, no, you're not allowed to do that. You're only an honor guard. You have to sit and let them work each other out. Because if an honor guard would attempt to step in and, essentially break it up, it would cause a massive internal amount of drama. Be like, oh, this person's an honor guard. They're not supposed to do this. They're just supposed to be there for meetings, and that's it. It happened more than once. It happened more than twice. It happened on multiple occasions, and there were many honor guards that I spoke to, Ripa being one of them. Basically, got to the point where honor guard anymore. They would much rather that shit.
Alright. So,
Sadly, we had a brilliant honor guard commander. Like, there was three of us. I don't know, has Badkid mentioned the T-Sun, who was the
I
honor
have
guard
not.
commander,
who has
like way back
actually
when?
gone into the military?
He was, yeah, he was actually really good. No bad saying on him. He was really good mentor to me and really dear friend. However, his successor, his bloodline son, Tinu Adivinox, um, again, no bad mentioning. He was really good. He was doing his job perfectly, in my opinion. He invited the honor guards. He sent us messages. He kept us constantly in a loop. What was going on? Who was doing what? Why would we doing? What we would be doing in the meetings, etc., etc., etc. However, um, I think it was me who took a one of the officers into a crouch labs because he was teabagging our zealot or one of the higher ranking zealots at the time. And personally, I'm that kind of a person in clans that tolerate disrespecting higher, especially from an office, which is sergeant rank to Spartans. And no. So I took him on. It took me 2 minutes to go down on a crouch. Got around 20 into the crouch lab with ranking members. Um, Lobby starts yelling at me, running at this, and our commander, Tina, to the uh, about it. He confessed to me about doing RSL's actions and his guards being in are completely. So he ended up leaving after saying this to me. And what I who I've been told, we've all every single we've been we've been kicked into a fucking wall. No, a point even.
Control. Oh. About the Forge game. Um, you being an honor guard probably seen some of the same stuff that he'd seen. Where Vecta would go full damage control mode whenever he loses, and get all of his guys to try and go and lie, spread that around.
Oh yeah, I was in it as well. Like I was always in it. Like, oh yeah, you're full of shit. Like you lost. Like, and just went on trying to rule sharp, that kind of crap. It was ridiculous, and some of the fights, I saw SOH members on them, and we did some to SOH. Uh, like we had Vecta and some of our first lineup members being on SOH's games. To RSL, it was I think it was up to an ultra at the time to be allowed to multi-clan. However, I saw Spec Ops members to multi-clan to SOH or Forever Notorious who are being in a competitive team known as Forever Notorious and all that kind of crap. Like, and nobody really bat an eye. Everybody knew it. Like, it was ridiculous. It's really unorganized, even though Vecta is probably gonna trash me, calling me shit honor guard and all that, but this is honest truth. Everybody can believe it or not.
Another thing that was common within the RSL, if you were not on the first or even second lineup of the 8v8 teams, you were considered trash, you were considered shit, you name what you were considered. Vecta and, Arcs will swear up and down the street that this is not true. I was there, regrettably, I was one of the individuals that, was a perpetrator of this, There would be times where, you know, people who were on the first lineup, most of the time I was on the first lineup, and we would have members on the first lineup who would be only the rank of a minor or a major. They just happen to be really good at the game, and we happen to get lucky enough to pick them up into the clan. It was, a great thing for us. But I was watching minors and majors mouth off because they were on the first team to guys in my own Spec Ops unit who are higher ranks than those minors and majors. I've seen minors and majors on first team, mouth off to ultras. I've seen them mouth off to zealots and not receive any punishment whatsoever, simply because they're on the first team, for the 8v8s. Because, God forbid, we lose some of our 8v8 men because, they mouthed off to God knows who.
Yeah.
I saw it on a regular basis, and, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if this is something that continues as a practice even to this day. It would not surprise me.
All right. So,
Yeah,
Ripa.
that was bad.
Anything you want to say about like the RSL and anything that I know you probably have seen the damage control in Vecta's little video where he tried lying and used a picture of
Oh,
a Spartan
yeah.
in Helios Skrill and tried to say that we're in the base. Fun fact: Hycom doesn't have anybody wearing Helios Skrill ever. We're not even gonna pick up a veil, so. Not for a long
If
time.
anybody is found with such thing, they normally get put on, they get drop kicked in the throat, and then they get put on crouch push-ups for at least, what, an hour, 2 hours minimum?
Yep. I think Healy armor is forbidden.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it is faked. I personally don't know, and I'm gonna completely say stay out of that, like Highcom, RSL, beef, whatever you guys have, it's your business. However, I wouldn't be surprised if that is fake, because you remember, Kurt, that I mentioned that if you mention that no secret teleporters, no secret weaponry on the
they
map,
had a hidden sniper on the map.
RSL is gonna push it off, and they're gonna stash it, and they're gonna push it.
Just like they tried with the sniper, and once one of my guys found it, they tried calling they ended the game and tried saying that my second in command claimed that we would do a quote redo. After talking to him about it, he said, "No, I did not agree to a redo. I agreed to a full new raid in general. Not a redo."
But
RSL,
yeah,
your damage controlling. Game 2 was a tie because we had somebody in the base. And if you want me to be a dickhead, I could easily change the story and be like, well, we won because you said no rec variant weapons. You put a fucking Helo 2 beam rifle down. But I'm being nice and calling that one a tie.
to be honest, that was actually agreed upon, that there is Halo 2 beam rifle. That I can actually confirm. I saw it on Facebook on thingy. Mike agreed on that.
You know, it's considered a rec variant, and he asked me if it was considered OP, and I was like, well, the aim assist on it, it's like retarded. It's Halo 2's aim assist. And he's like, okay, I'll just tell him no then. So apparently he ignored that completely. As in Big Timer, who created the map and hid that sniper, because on one of the other groups that I'm in, somebody said, oh, did Big Timer make the map? And I was like, yeah. Then he's like, yeah, Big Timer put the sniper there. Not only that, but if you were to see the ammo that it came with, and the ammo that was there for all of our weapons that we were given, 12 extra clips for the sniper. 12 extra clips for every one of their weapons.
Yeah, that's not even surprising to me, mate. I've seen like RSL pull out like this is way back on Reach. We had like all of the loadouts unlocked. We had fuel rods, we had energy swords, we had fucking needle rifles, we had every fucking weapon for Sangieli. And to Spartans, it was like maybe an assault rifle, maybe a spiker. Whoop de fucking do. Good luck on raid. So I honestly don't see anything surprising on what you're telling me right now. It's kinda, yeah.
Would you say that the RSL is incompetent in their ability to hold a base if they were to give equal weaponry or equal?
Absolutely.
I was shot by one of their well, me and one of our honor guards were shot by one of RSL's generals during a raid, but with a fuel rod. So yes, they are more than incompetent to hold a raid on their own. That is actually fair.
I've seen it where even when I was in RSL as the Spec Ops leader, there were times where I shit you not, there would be, you know, I believe they were an officer or an ultra. I can't remember who it was, but their rank was either officer or an ultra, and we were in a raid against a Spartan clan who has since, fizzled away into death, and I was killed by an enemy who had picked up a needle rifle. On my way back to the base, I was killed by this individual who had a focus rifle. Now, when I asked him, why the hell did you kill me? I'm clearly a friendly, soldier. The person responded with, oh, I couldn't tell. I'm sorry, you
Yeah, that
couldn't tell
is.
that I was a friendly, even though I was a wart and we were fighting humans. Um,
That is
okay.
really common.
It
That
was
was
definitely a
that was
thing, and
ridiculously common.
yeah, the just blatant stupidity of some of these people was just astounding. And that also was one of the things that led to my leaving RSL, and not just myself. It led to the leaving of other people as well.
It allowed for a fuck ton of people to leave. I mean, it was ridiculous how many people left just because RSL was purely incompetent. Like, when I joined in the RSL, I think it was 2013 Christmas, maybe early 2014. I can't remember. I was for a month a minor. Um, I was abandoned, pretty much abandoned for a month. Like nobody talked to me. Everybody just pushed me away. Like I ended up leaving to Icelandersaurus's UN, and I ranked up in there as a sergeant, but that's a different story. And when I got back, I contacted one of my good friends, Moku Zaizutoi. Um, he was a fleet master at the time. Really good man. I ended up, I think it was there where I met you, Badkid, or
Yeah,
maybe it was
somewhere in
before
that
that.
time frame.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it was like even then I was put straight off the bat into Rangers. Like I was a minor for a day. Boom, you're a Ranger. Like what? They, they don't have any kind of a logic on their ranking structure.
Or
And
lack thereof, rather.
Yeah.
and those who are actually going through the ranking structure legitly, it takes you like a month to go to a Zella. Like, it's not even a fucking. It's not even an accomplishment on that clan. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, their attempts at making the ranking system fair, time and again was just a colossal fucking failure.
Exactly. So, Tony, in your honest opinion here, do you think that the RSL is in full-blown damage control with what's going on?
You have to be a little bit more specific on the high comp thing.
Yeah, with that,
Uh,
do you from like what you've seen? I'm pretty sure, like I said, probably seen Vecta's video where
yeah,
he proclaims a
I
bunch of stuff.
honestly do think he is on damage control. Personally, I can't vouch. I mean, I haven't talked to them in years, but I can say that he's on damage control right now. Like full out damage control.
Yep.
Like whenever he calls someone idiot or stupid or whatever the fuck he used, he's on damage control. He's out of things to say. He uses long words, long fucking sentences, long fucking rants, but in all seriousness, he keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again until you get bored as fuck. And he calls it a win of an argument because he's repeating the same thing over for God knows how long. Whenever you get bored,
Yeah.
sadly.
So, is there anything you would like to say to the community and everybody who watches this? You know,
Well, to some RSL members who I consider my friends, like Nakai, etc., etc. You guys are awesome. To those who are thinking about RSL or want to know about it
Don't do it.
more, don't do it. It's one of those like if you go and investigate shitty clans, you end up giving them more attention, meaning they get more fucking members, meaning you get a fucking cancer like Wolverine 653 or Commando
Commando
Arc,
Arc.
whatever you want to call them, or DJ Truth or whatever the fuck you can come up with. You just don't do it. If you look a good clan, look like Navcom, Highcom, fucking UN 20th century or whatever. Like, just go look for a proper clan.
all right. Well, Ripa, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day. And Badkid, I'd like to thank you for your 2 cents again on everything.
Not a problem.
I know you're
No
always willing
problem,
to put
mate.
your 2 cents in about dealing with Vecta. Dealing,
Always looking for a good
Yeah.
win.
before I end this, I'm gonna have to say my honest opinion of dealing with Vecta is like dealing with some retarded 12-year-old who
Just knows how to
literally
say
is
faggot
crying
every
over
2
spilt
seconds.
milk.
Yeah.
He's crying over spilt milk, and his doesn't want to make his clan look bad, so he's in full-blown damage control, knowing that he actually lost. Now, Vecta, I gave you the chance to just openly admit that you lost. You refused? Well, told you I had people that were willing to speak out against you. You didn't believe it? Now the RSL is going to suffer the fate of, the reputation slowly being tarnished. And I'm pretty sure, like, if you wanted to contact them, either Badkid312 or Ripa, who retired his Sangheili account and went to another account that he just casually plays on, I'm pretty sure that you could either talk to Ripa in the comments or Badkid in the comments, or you can contact them over Xbox and they'll tell you more.
Or if you
Yeah,
have me on
preferably stay
YouTube,
the
you can
fuck away,
contact me
you
there.
fucking autistic fuck.
Vecta's gonna be
Mm.
super
Or,
salty when he sees this. It's gonna be great.
oh, who gives a fuck?
Well, anyways,
Let him be
everybody,
salty.
Not gonna be.
I would like to thank you all for watching. Vecta, again, I could be a dick and just say we won game 2, but I'm calling it a tie. So, accept it as a tie and accept that you lost game 1, or you're just going to continuously make your clan look worse. every passing second. Alright, guys. Anyways, till next time, UNSC Kurt 051 signing out.